Hi everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. I'm Yalda on Eat, Burn, Sleep, and today I'm going to show you how to make a recipe that has been so popular for people who made it from my blog eatburnsleep.com, and these are my paleo vegan bars. When you make them, you will realize how easy it is to make a healthy bar at home, and how cheap it is compared to if you buy it outside. It's packed with nutrients, there are no nasties in it, and it can keep a very long time in the fridge. And when you go out, you can just take it with you, so you're prepared in case you need a little snack. You have one of those. Children absolutely love it too. I'm going to show you how I make them. So what we need is dates. These are without a pit. You can buy them with a pit and then you remove them. Because dates vary depending on the variety and depending on how fresh they are, I would say you need between 20 and 30 dates, and I'm going to show you how you play with it to get the perfect consistency. Next, we have 200 grams of cashew nuts, which are so delicious and super smooth. We are going also to use 100 grams of blanched almonds. They're going to give that little crunch, which will be delicious. For the topping, I'm using 150 grams of dairy-free dark chocolate. This is a cooking one and I find it absolutely delicious. To melt the chocolate, we need about 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. And finally, we are going to decorate with some flaked almonds. Okay, so very simple ingredients, simple method, but there is a little trick, so let me show you how to make this. We're starting by putting the cashew nuts and the blanched almonds with about 15 dates. When it starts being like this, you add another. I'm adding about 5 more dates, and I'm going to play with the consistency until it forms a ball. You can play around with your blender, you can pulse, you can go continuously until you see that it starts forming a ball. And you don't want to go with too many dates at the beginning so it is not sticky. You let it happen slowly, and when the ball doesn't form, then you add dates slowly until you get that consistency. I can see that my consistency is not very sticky, so I'll add a few dates and I'll blend further and a bit longer. Look at this, we're slowly getting to that sticky stage. We need to blend more so the dates mix further with the nuts. Look at this, we're getting there. And it doesn't matter which variety of date you use, you can just play around with the quantities, but just be precise with the nuts and then add on. And when you get used to the kind of dates you use, you will know exactly the number of dates for your bar. Here we go, we got it. This is what I'm talking about. When it holds together, you have the right consistency, and now we're gonna spread it. So here I have a baking paper, which I'm going to put in a baking dish, and I'm putting the mixture inside. Here is a little trick. If you take a little bowl of water and you dip your fingers in, the date won't stick to your finger as much as if you don't. So you can flatten it like this, or if you'd rather use a rolling pin, you can add another sheet on top and roll it out. I'm going to do it just for the purpose of showing you, but it doesn't have to be perfect. I have my rolling pin here. I'll just add another sheet of baking paper, non-stick paper, and I can gently flatten it if I want it to be even everywhere. So what I'm going to do is put it in here. So I'm just flattening the sides like this. It doesn't have to be perfect. You know, I'm more about the taste than the looks. If it's going on the edges like this, all you need to do is cut a little bit. It's like Play-Doh. And you stick it here. And it's all fine. It works. So once it's all flat, what we're going to do, we're going to melt the chocolate with the coconut oil in a pan. So you want to melt it gently with a bit of coconut oil over medium. But make sure to not overheat it. As soon as it's completely melted, you take it off the heat. Don't let it overcook. Look how lovely and glossy the coconut oil makes it. Just make sure to stir the whole time so it doesn't stick. And once it's all like this, you take it off the heat. So it is melted, but it's not boiling. And I'm going to gently pour it over to decorate. Scraping every little bit of chocolate. And then use your spatula to very gently move it around. You can even do this. Look. Play. How lovely does this look? Next, I'm decorating with flaked almonds. You can be creative here. If you want to put cocoa nibs, you can. If you want to add goji berries, go for it. But I like it simple. You can use coconut flakes as well, whatever takes your fancy. So now we're going to place this tray in the fridge. Do not leave it too long because to have those lovely clean slices, the chocolate needs to set, but not the dates. So I generally leave it between 15 and 30 minutes. You just check that the chocolate has set and then you're ready to cut it nicely and then put it back in the fridge so it sets for good. So now that it is softly set, not completely, we're taking it out of the fridge. So here I have a large knife. This is softly set, not quite set. And I'm going to take it out like this. And very gently cut slices. So as you can see, the chocolate isn't set, so it's not cracking. We're cutting it in a very clean way. So you have lovely slices that are very neat. You can make them as big or as small as you like. I like to do smaller for portion control. Can you see how sticky it is? And after that, you can let it set for a long time. It'll be perfect. And if you want to accelerate the setting process, you can also put it in the freezer. Voila. And it's going back in the fridge or in the freezer. So my Paleo vegan bar have set. They have been in the fridge a few hours, so they're nice, but I find that the next day they hold even better, so be patient with it. Of course you can have them right away, but the next day, having stayed in the fridge, they'll be on point. Let me show you. So take this off here. And I'm going to grab a bite. Look at this. Oh my God, I'm salivating. These are my favorite. The great thing is after this video, I'm gonna go and meet my friend Lisa. She does not know I have this little surprise for her. I don't know if you can see. Mm. 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 Let me do something. I've got some Moroccan spiced coffee here. You should check that video out. The mix is absolutely insane. They are so much better than any bar I have ever bought. They are the best. Try them. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you make these little guys, please post the recipe and tag Eat Burn Sleep. I'm on Instagram, on Facebook, eatburnsleep.com. You know where to find me. Thanks so much. See you next time.